Hi, I'm Steve Cuevas of Shake True Hoops. We're checking out shooting. Certainly I've been training kids for a long time and they all want to be bang down shooters. Of course, it takes practice, and if we can, it takes perfect practice. So we have a bunch of drills and small details that we can follow to become bang down shooters in the game.
Okay, let's get to work on our offensive skills. Everybody has to say something. So as I shoot, for me, I'm gonna say don't twist, because that's something that I do in my shot. That's not good for my shot. And you know, I broke my back, so I twist. It doesn't help my shot. So if I'm in the drill, I want to tell myself as I'm shooting, don't twist. Perhaps you want to work on offhand. Perhaps you want to work on always following through correctly. There's a multitude of things. Balance, so your feet, how we land, whether our elbow is flying out. All of those things are essential to our basketball success and our shooting success. If we're aware of it, let's stay on top of it. Okay, so I should hear people say, follow through, balance, whatever is specific to you. Okay? Let's get some work done. Let's go, go hard. I should see a shot every 3 seconds. This is a shooting drill we do consistently, off the dribble shooting. Essential to success in shooting are a multitude of small details. Mostly they're covered by the acronym BEEF: balance, eyes, elbow, and follow through. It's easy to go into greater detail, and we should if we expect to be great bang down shooters. When it comes to balance, we have two balances. The balance of our feet and how we land in the execution of our shot, and also the balance of the ball in the shooting hand. It should be well balanced without any tilting either direction. If we can attain that, then we're likely to shoot with better consistency and accuracy. Other issues that happen when we're shooting: the flight of the ball is incredibly important. So we should usually be seeing a parabola as a perfect flight, something that is going to go up and gradually come down rather than a flatter trajectory. The parabola actually allows for the greatest amount of success through physics. The circle and hoop is bigger if I'm going down into it rather than trying to fit into it. So flight is great. Flight is important for our shot and success. Trajectory, parabola is what we're looking for. On the flight, further on the flight of the ball, we're looking at rotation. Rotation and backspin is essential to success again in shooting. If we have the correct rotation, if the ball hits the rim, it slows down and affords the ball a greater opportunity to drop in the hoop. So for flight, we want to have words like arc and rotation, parabola. Those are important ideas to great shooting. Other small details and specifics. I would like to have the ball follow the power line. If I'm a right-handed shooter, then the beginning of my shot starts at my foot. My foot is going to have the energy push down, rebound out of the ground, and follow all up the right side of my body. It's going to encounter some trouble at this juncture where there's a change of direction. As I encounter trouble at this juncture, I want to think, be comfortable. So pulling my elbow in is an uncomfortable act. I want to pull the ball out maintaining a straight, direct energy power line to the ball. That energy is going to come up all the way through and end at the transfer from fingertip to flight of ball. Essential to great shooting, imperative to great shooting, I not break the power line. So I want to try to keep the ball all on one side of my body. This also brings up eyes. If I'm going to focus at the basket, then I have to have my eyes on it. If I bring the ball up the center of my body, there comes a time where I cannot see the basket. Logically, this doesn't make me happy. So what I'm going to do is keep the ball on the power line on the side of my shooting side, and that way my off eye always has track of the basket. Imperative to great shooting. Those are some of the concepts that we can try to get on top of in strictly shooting in HomeWork hoops anytime I'm working on shooting technique. If I work these things consistently, I become a bang down shooter. Hey, more shooting stuff that we love to do here at HomeWork hoops. In behind me, we're using a passing backstop. The kids are making a dribble move, passing, receiving that pass, and immediately attacking the basket with various finishes. It's important that we do all of this stuff repetitively, but that we try to focus on great concentration, keeping our knees bent and being aggressive throughout the drill. We're gonna watch while some of these kids do a great job and others lag behind. This is gonna happen to everyone. We'd like to focus on always being aggressive, but that's difficult. Those of us who can achieve it are likely to play at the highest levels. We're going to shoot, work on high arc. We're going to run underneath the returning ball to catch it in a shooting position, execute one of the 4 essential pivots in basketball, and then shoot it again. It's a repetitive drill with switching pivots. Great drill for shooting technique. And Acadia is going to give us a fantastic example.
I like pivot shooting because it helps me get in a shooting position before I actually get the ball. That means I'll have quick release, so then the defense will not be able to stop the ball.
Big man skills, tools of the trade. We're gonna wrap this around his elbow, impeding the progress of him bending his elbow. This allows him to be much taller with the ball and deliver shots above defense. Get back to your drill, young man. So what I want to do is get into our triple threat, practice one of those, rip, jab, one dribble, two dribble, get into your jump shot. Try to hold your follow through if you want to make more baskets. So that's really important, and I'm hoping you guys can all do that. I went to my right, you're allowed to go to your left also. Let's make sure that we're always using the correct pivot foot. And for us in this gym right now, that's the left foot. We don't have any lefties here right now. So, oh, yes we do. Jackson, you're the only exception to this rule. So we want most of our weight on the back foot. And the shooting foot, the attack foot, that's the one that tests what the defense is gonna do. So if my foot is doing this and defense is here reacting and I get them backing up, then I'm in a position to shoot. If they don't back up, I blow by them. Does that make sense? We all got that? Let's get to work. In order to be a great shooter, we break down a lot of things into small micromanagement. So we call this mechanical shooting, and it's great for improving our technique. There are several different things we do, and Tennessee is going to show us one of them.
So the first one is ground shooting. See, I normally like to go against a wall so that even if I hit the wall, it can still roll back to me. So. I really like this form shooting, so ground shooting, because it helps me with rotation, and it helps me with accuracy, ball for all.
I like wall shooting because once I shoot my shot, I can check my form and make sure it's all good.
Obviously, we'd love to be great shooters. In order to excel at shooting, you have to practice technique incessantly. Lauren behind me is checking out working on V-cuts. V-cuts are essential to getting yourself open without the ball, and then she's receiving a pass, catching, and shooting. If she goes through all the things that she needs to do, she will end up having a great follow-through through maintaining great balance during her shooting motion. Her elbow's gonna maintain itself underneath the center of the ball, and the ball's gonna have arc as it has rotation on its flight towards the rim. Always essential to great shooting is having our offhand not participate in the actual shooting motion, but maintain strictly stability in our shooting hand. Lauren's probably doing a great job of that behind me, and she's a bang down shooter.
Backs to each other. You initiate because you're the offensive player right now. And once you turn, she faces you. Now, you find a way to do something. Now, this is what I think. Let's do that again. Do the whole thing again. Go ahead. Spin. Okay, at this point, she just turned with the ball here. But if she had raised it above her head as she turned, you should have your ball up above your head. I feel that this is a shot if you bend this a little and bend your knees. Can you not shoot over that? Yeah. So instead of going by her, that's a legitimate shot that you can make. You want to make that instead of dribbling because it's less risky and it's more effective. It gets a shot off immediately. Okay? Now let's go to your next option. If you just hit that the up and under is gonna work well. So go the same thing, fake that shot, and then go by. Yes, do we like the dribble? Why?
Because you're basically wasting it because you kind of just go to it.
That's right. Let's do it again. No dribble. You're close enough to step into that with a shot fake and get the shot off. That works for me. Okay, now, essential to all of this. Can I use your ball? When we're in the post and we want legitimate post work to actually work, we want to face quickly. Whatever we're gonna do, we want to do it quickly and we want to exaggerate our motions. So I fake and then I move and I put it up. So I want to have a change of speed. I start slow and then I go fast. Then I maybe slow down, then I go fast again. And that's what leads to success, gets defense off balance. They end up fouling and reacting rather than anticipating. Okay, do we understand? All right, let's go practice that. I would like each of you to get 40 shots in the post, 20 on this side, 20 on that side. You can alternate any way you want. You guys figure it out. Don't go at the same time. Rebound and put back. I know you got to get 20 on each side. 40 shots in total. Okay? All right. Working on our homework hoops in the post. The 3 C's. Catch, chin, check. Good stuff. Turn and say them right now.
Follow through.
Yeah, you looked at me.
Oh, bend your knees. Don't pick up the dribble.
Always hustle as hard as you can.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Okay.
So you just did Kids Corner. You just gave the camera and the viewing audience some information that I think is good. What are the 3 C's?
Communication.
Catch, chin, check.
Check. Communicate is also a great C, but it's not part of the 3 C's. That's the coaching 3 C's. Communicate, care, and
Cut hard.
cut hard. I like it. That works. You guys. No putbacks. Bend your knees. Eyes up while we're working. All right, let's take a break. Relax. Give me the ball over there. I see a lot of you struggling with shooting percentages, which is going to continue to happen throughout your career. We're going to struggle with shooting percentages because defense is going to get in front of us and make it tough. The shots we want to make are open shots, and that doesn't mean that they have to be found at the 3. So if I'm going to do a drill, I want to make sure that I've practiced certain things that I can guarantee. I can guarantee that if I jab, I shoot the ball, and I hit that spot I just hit on the glass, the ball's 95% gonna go in. So for those of you who are having a tougher time making baskets, try to use the glass because you can actually see the spot on the glass. Very few of us actually look at a spot on the rim. The rim seems to be a big thing. But if I look at the glass, I can say I hit near that corner of the square, the ball's gonna go in the basket. I don't see enough young people using the glass. If you're struggling with shooting percentages, try to use the glass. Let's get back at it, give it a shot. Okay? Stay low, work while you're waiting. Keep your knees bent. Dribble back with your left hand. In this drill, we're working on ball handling again. Really important is that we always have great vision, 94-foot vision of the whole court. The bean bags that these guys are using are going to help with that. The bean bag being in the air eliminates the necessity to look down at the ball. This allows to develop great vision techniques. The hula hoops help us with active feet because the game is all about motion. So we want the beanbag and the hula hoops working in conjunction with our players for maximum effect.
Let's join Mike Iambaggio, 2003 CIS finalist and former Shake Hoops alum, for the Euro step. Mike?
Thanks, Shake. Over here, the boys are working on some attack moves. They're looking at the rocker step and then finishing with a Euro step. You can see here they're starting off with a short, violent jab, sharp fake, and then they're attacking the rim, finishing with the Euro step. And at this time, they're finishing off their left foot. As always, we start off with form. Once the form is correct, we add speed and then intensity before we add the contact. Right now, the boys are in the form phase of the drill. All right, guys, let's go through one more time. Short, violent jab, long step. Stay low, get down low. Sell it with the sharp thing. Sell it with the sharp thing. All right, guys, stop there. So you can see here we've gone through the form segment of the drill. The boys are doing a decent job, but they still need to work on getting low. One of the pillars we always talk about is be comfortable being uncomfortable. These boys now have to really work on getting low and exploding using that rocker step. Once they're getting really good at that, then we can move into more intense stuff and we can keep building. Good job, boys. Euro step, great move. Back to you, Shake.
Thanks, Mike. That wraps up this segment. Shake True Hoops, HomeWork Hoops. Are you as good as you can be?
I was born from the bottom, raised to the top.